Welcome back to Get Ready with Juanita. If you'd like to know how I got this look today, please continue watching. Hi guys, I've already prepped my skin and all of the products that I use will be down in the description box. So today I'm going to use my Dior stick foundation, and that's where we're going to start. And so I'm just going to use some of this stick. It's such a beautiful product. If you haven't tried it, the only downside, of course, is that it has a scent to it. And so anybody who's really sensitive to scents probably won't like this. I clean my foundation brushes and all that. So, and sorry, I've got the fan on me. It's a little bit warm in here today. So I got the fan going on in the background. I hope it's not too loud. We'll just continue to spread this out a bit at a time. Bit at a time, and it'll all get done. Perfect. And I think that I'll just add a little bit more here and here. There's a couple other stick foundations that I'm curious about, that I wouldn't mind getting, but we will see, because I have a lot of foundation already. And it takes a bit of time to actually go through foundation, so I'm been standing back a little bit on that one. The next product will be my concealer, and I'll be using my Dior concealer. I'll just add a little bit here today. A little bit up there. So I'm just going to start down here and start spreading it out. And then I'll go up to my forehead, just where my stress lines are, and then I'll get it in around my nose. Go. Lovely. Nice. Oh, this is such a pretty base. Oh, I like that. And so I'm going to go in with my Dior bronzer. I'll put a bit here, a little bit here. And again, I cleaned all my brushes. I really don't take much of this product on me to get some. I'm looking forward. I'm pretty much sure I'm gonna get the new Morphe bronzer as well when it comes out. I'd really like to try that, because I really think Morphe is making quite a comeback now that they've been taken over by another company. You know, efforts being put into the products again, and you know, I'm pretty impressed by some of the formulas coming out from them, so that's really awesome. All right, guys, so I'm there, and then I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Light Wand for my blush, and I just got to turn it on. Just a second. And then I'm just going to use my brush and blend this out. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that was a lot. Oh my goodness. It wasn't open and then oh, okay. So let's see. Oh, that's funny. Okay, I gotta get some of the product off my face because that's a lot. So I'll sort of pat it into my brush and then wipe the brush off. Really pretty blush though. I think that's what I'll do. I'll just get it blended in and then I'll tone it down with my powders. Not a big deal. Pretty beautiful blush though. Wow. Okay, that's not bad. I can work with that. I'll get that down, but it's got a beautiful glow to it. All right, guys. So now I'm going to go in with some setting powder, and I think I'll just go in with the Laura Mercier Ultra Blurring powder, hydrating powder. So this is formulated for us dry skin girlies. And then I'll start getting some of this put on. Whoa, that is wild. I gotta tone the blush down a bit. That was so funny. It was like bam, it was all out. It took a second for it to come out. All right. I may even actually go back over with my brush here and get the edges a bit because it is quite blinding. Oh, that's a bit better. I like that now. That's way more blended in. Lovely. Do you know what I forgot to do? I don't have my ring light on. I was like wondering why this was not filming that bright, because I was like, how come my cheeks don't look that bright? And that's why. Oh my, that was like a lot of product I put on and I had to really thin it out. That's so funny. Anyway, that's why. Oh, I was like, geez, the camera's really not picking it up today. Okay, that's why you guys couldn't see that well. Anyway, forgetting to put my ring light on. Just one of those days. And that's okay. All right. So now that I've got my base products on, I'm going to go off screen and I'm going to get my eyebrows done and I'll be back in a minute. I'm back and I got my eyebrows done and I created this fun summery look using my new Agate palette from Singe Beauty. It's called the Agate Temptation palette. I'm absolutely loving this. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this is so pretty. I love it already. I can't get over how vibrant this coral is. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's one of my favorite colors. All right, guys, so I'll just show you how I created the look. I first went in with this shadow here, and this is a very pigmented shadow. I was a bit surprised when I first put it on because it took me a little bit to actually blend it out because I had picked up too much product. I touched it twice, and I'm talking about a very light touch though. Beautiful, beautiful pigmented shadows, and I came under my lash line here as well. Go. And even to help blend it out a little bit more than this, I ended up using a clean brush to go over the edges to soften them a little bit more. I think it was this one, and I just went over the edges up here just because the pigment on this shadow is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm not complaining in any way because I love it, love it, love it. I just try to blend this in just a little bit more too. Blend, blend, blend. Just to soften the edges. There we go. And this was a pretty easy look to do. I'm going to use my NYX glitter glue. I'm doing a little bit something that's normally I don't do, but it's just for fun and playing around. And this is a new palette to me, so I wanted to have a little bit of fun just trying some of the shadows out. And I like the look. I can't wait until I get my mascara on and the rest of my makeup complete, because I think that's, you know, when we'll actually get to see if it looks really good or not, because you got to trust the process at the end of the day. The next one I went in with is this beautiful, beautiful glimmer here, and I actually use this right here in the corner, the outer corner. And then I went in with this beautiful shimmer here. And I went over, you know, a part of the first shimmer to blend the two. There we go. Good. I'll just go with a little bit more of that orange, or the coral. It's almost like a tangerine shade, which I love. I love that. Okay. That looks good. Then the next thing I did was I took my eyeliner brush from Sephora, and I used this beautiful dark green, and I went right along my lash line. And then above. Then I took the 26 from Refer, and I used this. Actually, I'm just going to give it a wipe because I really got another 26 in there somewhere though. I'm just going to wipe it off because I use it sort of twice over. So the first thing I'm going to do is blend out that beautiful green. I want to smudge it out a bit to create some depth right here. Beautiful. And then I'm just going to wipe off my brush because I'm going to go back in with that beautiful tangerine shade. And I'm just going to take a dip of that, and then I'm going to go underneath this shadow. And I'm going to do some blending down here. Lovely. And then for my inner corner, I went in with this beauty right here. And I used it just right here on the inner corner. Beautiful. And then I'll use my e.l.f. palette. Just to do my brow bone. Just to brighten that up there. Awesome. Then I'm going to use my Cheekbone Beauty multi-use pencil stick, and I'm going to carve that out. And I'll come back over this side too. Perfect. Ooh, I really like this. It's pretty. Okay, guys. So I'm just going to finish off my other powders now. So the first thing I'll do is just finish with the e.l.f. palette and do my nose. And then there we go. Very good. And then, I wonder what powder blush I'll use. I think, you know what, guys? I'm gonna go in with my Dior, but let's go in with a little bit of the House Labs powdered bronzer first. Right, and then I'm going to go in with the Dior blush. Really pretty. It sort of reminds me a little bit of my Cheekbone Beauty blush, though, in all honesty, because there's a bit of a sheen to the Dior, and it reminds me of that one. So it'd be interesting to actually see the two next to each other, and I might do that one day, just for funsies. So the next thing, I'll go in with my Charlotte Tilbury finishing powder. Just to blend everything in nicely. Perfect. Okay. And then we'll take the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. Blend all of those powders in. Oh, that's nice. All right, guys, I'm just going to go off screen and I'm going to put on my mascara, and I'll be back in a minute. And I have my mascara on, and yeah, I really like how my look turned out. It was a pretty simple look, but really me. I like the color. Anyway, I thought it would be fun. I'm going to try out my lip kit from Glamlight today as well. So I'm first going to go in with the lip liner from the Strawberry Shortcake lip kit from Glamlight. Yeah, I like how my look turned out today. So guys, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell, and that way you're notified of any future video uploads. As well, if you enjoyed today's content, please give my video a like. That would really help my channel out, and I would appreciate it. As well, leave a comment. What do you guys think? Is this a pretty cohesive look? And has anybody thought about getting the Agate Temptation palette from Singe Beauty? Let me know. I'd be curious to find out. Anyway, guys, I gotta say I'm feeling good and I'm ready for my day. And I wish all of you guys a good day too. Bye.